Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Joe Biden. He just made a massive campaign mistake, and former President Donald Trump, he pounced on it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So, President Joe Biden, I should say, wishful thinking, President Joe Biden was talking to his big money, billionaire, millionaire Democrat donors yesterday when he said to them he didn't believe he might not be running for president again if Donald Trump wasn't running for president again. Now, Trump pounced on it when he was doing his town hall with Sean Hannity, and Hannity's like, hey, this is what was just said. But CNN pounced on it as well, and they brought up a really great point. I want you to take a look at this.
The Joe Biden comments just in the last hour.
If Trump wasn't running, I'm not sure I'd be running, he said at a campaign event today. How do you react to that?
Well, I think somebody gave him a talking point. They thought that would sound good. The person they don't want to run against is us. It's us. It's not me. It's us. Because it's a movement, the likes of which this country, Sean, has never seen before.
Joining me now is CNN anchor Chris Wallace. Chris, I want to start with this new comment from President Biden. He told Democratic donors today that he wasn't confident that he would be seeking another term in the White House if former President Trump was not in the race. Here's what he said. He said, quote, if Trump wasn't running, I'm not sure I'd be running, and added that Democrats cannot let Trump win. It's really astonishing, but perhaps in line with what he said in the past. I mean, how do you think this comment plays now that he is on the ballot and just before this election really gets into gear?
Well, I think it would play a lot better if you were actually leading Donald Trump in the polls. In fact, there are a number of polls that show him dead even or even trailing Trump. I know that was the argument in 2020. He was the one Democrat who could defeat Donald Trump, and he did. So you have to give him that credit. But there is an awful lot of people who think he might be the one Democrat who could lose to Donald Trump. And with a lot of other people out there, none of whom are going to take on Joe Biden in a Democratic primary because he's the incumbent president. But you think of Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, Governor Whitmer of Michigan, Pritzker of Illinois. I just think it's a harder case to make when there is so much doubt about him. And, the idea, he's basically saying, I'm the only thing that protects the country from a Donald Trump second term. I think there are a lot of people who question that.
I mean, isn't it kind of an acknowledgement himself that age is a factor here? He would be doing something else, maybe retired himself, if it weren't for Trump.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but I suppose that's true because, generally speaking, a first-term president is hell-bent on seeking a second term. And the fact that he's saying, if it weren't for Trump, I'd be out in Rehoboth. It certainly does raise the age question. I'm sure not in the way that he intended it to.
So as all of this is happening, we have former Congresswoman Liz Cheney out there saying that she hasn't closed the door.
Now, essentially, they're correct. What President Biden, to me, is saying is, I'd probably be retired if it wasn't for Trump. So I'm going to run again to stop Trump. But in reality, what you're saying is you're probably too old for the job and you'd be retired if not for Trump. And the fact that you think you're the best person to beat Trump when you're losing to him in the polls, and you have Gavin Newsom and Gretchen Whitmer and people like that waiting in the wings, that's massive ego stuff right there. I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.